I just had to let you know. Yeah, give me that work and I can sell it, I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, set. Watching you five. Set.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it with Smith. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
98's the mark. I don't even know why this team showed up.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I don't think you got it, sir.
Here's Pollard. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Jackson rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, Pollard works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Tennessee.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 16, Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
line of scrimmage. Once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run with Pollard, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jackson now being chased out left and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ito Smith. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 55 is my guy. 55.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Right there, 54, right there.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. 3 buds.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan?
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 16th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
61, matchbox light.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Mike. Check 55, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Finds, and they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check 50, check 50.
After the sack on first down, Jackson flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we scored touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Let's go, man. At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A give to Smith out of the gun. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll try to run forward with Smith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And they are going for it. Darnold, he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Come on, baby. Red 80. Check. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Now it's Darnold. He hits Jermaine Curse. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
14 more yards. That's first down.
Undercrush.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Red 80. 27. Check Mike 27. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Daniel Brown. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Right there.
Here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Check 24. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Now Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14.
98 to Mike. Come on, D. 198.
Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Got you, boy. I got you, boy. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Get him. Get him.
Now Jackson on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now, throwing again. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for Indy. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now it's Smith running right. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
We want it. Come to my way.
On 3rd down, Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Jacobs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Let's go. 1300. Mike, three buck.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 24 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
He's not going to get me. Kill. X3. 218.
A first down carry for Smith. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Just like that. Just like that.
6 guys.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 36, Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jacobs now. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They go back to the ground with Smith. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Wide, get wide. 6-6, pull it high.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown run, and the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Dee4Bosco adds the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Escaping the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the safety creep.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check the backer, check the backer. Mike 5-5.
Hey, Zoo.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Open man, it's Stocker. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Smith. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. From just shy of midfield, Darnold flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Smith. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for be here again, it's the NFL on EA Sports.